This was exactly the Fortnite season that we all needed, honestly. You don't truly appreciate what you have until it's gone. This season was a perfect exercise in gratitude. We learned how truly great we had it. So many things happened. But if it wasn't for Chapter 5, Season 3 of Fortnite, we probably would have never gotten a permanent OG game mode. And on top of that, we got some amazing free cosmetic giveaways, and the item shops honestly were crazy. The last month of item shops has been stacked. Like amazing new stuff, amazing rare stuff coming back. I've spent a lot of money. I don't even want to tell you. Nick A30 finally got his skin. There's been some good stuff happen this season. This has been an immensely formative season for everyone, I think. Especially me. I grew so much during this season, both in-game and off. So the question on everyone's mind, were the cars OP? Yes and no. Honestly, I think the cars at the very beginning were absolutely overpowered. I mean, the boss car, if you didn't have a boss car, you pretty much weren't going to win a match. And they were self-healing, which is crazy. But that being said, I felt like after the first nerfing, maybe even the second nerfing of the cars, that they were pretty level. But they just kept nerfing them over and over and over again, to the point where literally in solos, you could have a car gone in like 10 seconds. It was crazy. It got to the point with cars, like, I would use them, but towards the end now, you know, the last like month or so, I use the cars for basic mobility, and that's it. I usually don't even attach a weapon to it. But yes, when you could just completely drive through builds, and, you know, they did tons of damage and self-healing, and, it took a lot of insane amount of shots to destroy them. Yes, they were overpowered in the very beginning. The Nitro, you could literally it was advertised as being, being able to run through walls, being able to run through builds. That all got nerfed. I was sad to see that go. I thought that was a lot of fun. The fists, they did get nerfed, but I don't think they got nerfed enough. The fists were an amazing mobility item, but they just, even after the nerfing, they still did too much damage. I love the fist. I honestly really like the fists, but they just shouldn't do more than like 20 damage. The fact that you can just, someone could be at full health, blue and white, and you can take him out in 3 hits still is insane. And then what's crazy is that the Magneto ability never got nerfed. Out of anything that should have gotten nerfed this season, it was for sure the Magneto ability. I mean, it does 90 damage, and you can just spam that thing from like across the map. That being said, in build, it's a lot easier because you can just throw up a wall and, you're good. But, at end game, like, I don't know, regardless, even that, it is devastating. Personally, I think the Magneto ability should have been nerfed before anything else. But that being said, it's like, it's one of those things where when you're using it, you're just like, whatever, bro, adapt. But then when it's being used on you, you're like, oh my god, it's so cheap. Oh, I can't believe anyone uses that. So what are you going to do? Let's talk about the word fun. Now, a lot of people complained that the cars in this season was just not fun. And then a lot of other people were like, this is the most fun I've ever had in Fortnite. I felt both of those things, which is crazy. So in the very beginning, in the first week, this season was so fun to me. It was just so new. The book was thrown out. The fundamentals of the game were changed. What's kind of worked throughout all seasons, no matter what, that didn't work now. And so it was just crazy. It was true chaos. And that was very fun for 1 week. But I kind of remember at like day 7, 8, 9, pre-nerfing, actually. It wasn't, you know, I mean, the nerfing to me took a lot of the fun out too. But I remember, you know, just kind of dreading logging on. I was just like, ugh, I kind of don't want to get in a car again, you know? And what's crazy is that I'm so grateful that I stopped having fun. Because this was the season that I finally made the switch over to mouse and keyboard. And I am eternally grateful that I made that switch. My aim has gotten better. The game is actually more fun now. But I never made the switch initially from controller because it just wasn't fun. And so the way I looked at it was, you know, I'm a video editor, so I equate using a mouse and keyboard with work. And the last thing I want to do when I get off of work is work more. And so, like, every time I tried to, you know, really make a push to switch to mouse and keyboard, it just felt like work to me. It just wasn't fun, you know. I would instantly then pick up the controller and be like, oh, yeah, this is the game I love. But after I stopped having fun this season, I was just like, all right, well, I might as well just play mouse and keyboard. I'm not going to stop playing the game. So I might as well just play mouse and keyboard because I'm not going to have fun anyway. And that actually, once I got over that initial 1 week hump of trust me. I mean, I don't know if you ever tried it, but it is so difficult the first week. Then once that first week is over, it's like, okay, like, you know, you might get 1 or 2 victories, starting to kind of, you know, you're slowly getting it. And then by week 2, I'm starting to feel pretty confident. You know, my muscle memory is getting there. I'm like, you know, not having to constantly look down at the buttons. And, you know, by week 3, week 4, it's like, I'm absolutely loving it. So I truly don't think I would have made the switch, honestly, if it wasn't for this season. So that's what I said. Like, I'm eternally grateful for this season for that. And then also another thing I'll be forever grateful for this season is that this is a season that my YouTube channel really grew, and I kind of fell into the groove and found what works for me and found my people. And, you know, we're building this amazing community, and based off of positivity and joy and, you know, love and acceptance, and generally just having a good time, you know. And it just feels so good to build a platform and build a community off of positivity. And, you know, this season, it's just like, I've just been grinding nonstop daily video. This is the first season that I really started cranking out daily videos and just finding really, really cool people that, you know, we talk every day about skins in this game. And for better or worse, you know, I think that Fortnite is just, it's gonna sound weird, but it's just like, it's an experience for better or worse. It's really strange, you know, like, people complain incessantly, and you'll just say, well, just don't play. And then it's like, it's just kind of not an option, you know? So I speak on gratitude a lot on my channel. And I think that, you know, you should be grateful for this season because it showed you, you know, a life with, it showed you Fortnite away from what it once was, pretty much every season. And it showed you what what that would be like. And you know what? I think ultimately, I love that they took a huge risk this season. I love that they completely flipped the game. The fundamentals of the game were thrown out the window. What basically kind of worked, I think, every season, regardless of whatever special abilities, goofy items they threw at you, you know, the basic fundamentals of the game throughout every season, you know, a player could perfect and succeed. And that was not the case this season. And so I understand people's frustration. But I think it was, I think this season was absolutely necessary for moving forward in Fortnite. With the continue, I mean, this is the beginning of the metaverse. You know, whether you realize it or not, whether you like it or not, you know, the metaverse is here, it's coming, and we're experiencing growing pains firsthand. They're figuring out what works, what doesn't work, what the community likes, what it doesn't like, what it needs. And I love that, you know, I get to be a part of that. And I think you should, you know, just really, you know, stop and be grateful for the fact that you're here now. You know, there's so many seasons I missed, and I wish I could have been a part of. I'm so grateful that I'm here now, and I get to experience this. Sometimes something has to get taken away from you for you to really, really appreciate it, and it got taken away. So, you know, and like I said earlier, if it wasn't for this season, they Reload probably wouldn't exist, because they fast-tracked that big time. They made Reloaded a month. I don't know if you knew that. There was the upset was insane. The numbers were going down, and you know, they were like, we got to do something. So they scrambled and threw, and I don't want to say throw together, because it was great. It's been great since day one. And the giveaways, the cosmetic giveaways for Reload were crazy. The backbling was amazing. The victory brella, Resbrella, so cool. Literally one of the best. So they fast tracked that for you, and I think that's great. Like I said, that's part of the growing pains. I think both game modes should exist. I love that they try new things and they add, you know, crazy items and mythics to Battle Royale. And then, but you know, not everyone likes that. There's a type of player who has grown accustomed to the Chapter 1, Chapter 2 play style and weapons, and graphics style even. And that's what they like. And you know, to be honest, a lot of people just don't have time to, you know, adapt. I know that's the hot word, adapt. But truthfully, you know, a lot of players just don't have time to. Some people only get 5 to 10 hours a week. You know, sometimes they can only log on once a week, and they don't want to spend that one day they get to log on learning some new ability, or, you know, some quote unquote broken, you know, mythic that's been added to the game. They got to learn half the day they get to play, you know, learning how to counter it, and like they just want to log on, play the same old Fortnite that they, you know, grew to love, and call it a day. You know, get the same old shotguns and SMGs and shockwaves, and just grind it out. And I think that is awesome. I love that we now have a world where both of these players can exist simultaneously and be happy. So, you know, and I hope they just bring straight up, you know, OG Fortnite back permanently. I think that the main battle royale of Fortnite should be ever changing. I love that they constantly change the POIs, they constantly change the weapons, the abilities, the storyline, and everything, the main characters in the story, all that. I love that. That's one of the things that made me love this game when I first really, really started playing it. I remember the feeling like the game was completely stagnant, and then the season changed, and like all of a sudden everything's new, and I was like, what? Huh? Really? We got all this new stuff now? This is awesome. And I want to continue feeling that. And I feel that every season. But there's some people that just don't want that. and they want to continue. They just want to play the old Fortnite that they love, and I think that's cool. I don't think there's one wrong or right way to play this game. Whatever works for you. But now, both of those play styles can continue to thrive and grow. Now let's talk about some of the collaborations. 2 of the 3 of the collaborations from season 3 were amazing. One was a huge L. Let's talk about the good ones first. Metallica, honestly, 10 out of 10. The festival pass was amazing. 4 skins in one festival pass. The song selection was amazing. Everyone was happy with the song selection. They had a mixture of like, you know, the hits and then like some pretty obscure older stuff. As far as I know, the reaction to the song selection was great. The skins looked great. They added a POI. They added a guitar mythic, which was super cool. You know, tons of giveaways, everything. It was just through and through. It really, you know, beefed up what expectations for the festival pass moving forward and what they can do. And then the Pirates of the Caribbean, obviously, the mini pass was great. 1,000 V-Bucks for all that stuff was super, super good. The Jack Sparrow skin looked absolutely amazing. The cursed variant at the end was really cool. The Davy Jones, all the skins look great. The pirate ship POI was super cool. The ship glider, I'm just a little salty that you know, I had to wait for it, but I mean, I couldn't be happier with the Pirates of the Caribbean collaboration. And I think pretty much general consensus, everyone was happy with it. Now, the major L, and you know me, if you watch my videos, I like to keep it super positive. The major L that we have to talk about is Fallout. Okay, I mean, it's to the point where I don't even know if you consider it a collaboration. They just literally all we got was the T60 skin in the battle pass, the tiny bobblehead, the Nuka-Cola, and the laser rifle. And I think that's it, right? Like there was no POI. I think there was maybe a couple little Easter egg things throughout the map, but no major POI, no Vault Boy skin, no other skins. Insane. Like just major missed opportunity. So if I have to speak negatively on anything about this season, that I really think that there was opportunity to do something really cool with, it was Fallout, 100%. But hey, 2 out of 3 collabs ain't bad. On top of that, I forgot to mention, we also got the Metallica concert, which was rad. It was kind of like a weird parkour thing where you just like, you know, Metallica's playing, it's all the cool songs, and you're just like doing this like parkour stuff, which, you know, wasn't bad, but it was just interesting. And then, you know, the mini live event, which I thought was cool. It wasn't advertised anywhere but in game besides the countdown clock. So it wasn't supposed to be a major event. But that being said, I thought it was really cool. And then there was the Metallica themed rocket racing map, which was cool, but playing that thing over and over and over again for the free Metallica car was nauseating. I literally went live because I like was going insane playing the map over and over again. I was like, you guys need to hang out with me because I can't do this. As far as the weapons go this season, the Gatekeeper shotgun obviously is still in the game, and it's amazing. The combat shotgun and whatever the other one was, garbage. They did later on introduce the heavy impact sniper rifle, which I love that. The burstfire SMG obviously still goated. The laser rifle is good against cars. You know, it's laser point accurate. I know. It's okay. The crossbow I did grow to love. I really do like that. The Nuka-Cola, I guess as an item is okay, but it's nothing crazy. The boogie bombs. I barely even want to talk about it because I'm just so triggered by it. It was just a nightmare, dude. They were desperately trying to figure out a counter to the cars, and eventually they figure out the whole EMP situation. But for a temporary fix to counter the cars, they put in boogie bombs, which those I wasn't around for when those were in the game beforehand, but dude, let me tell you, annoying. Like it literally made me not want to play. Like boogie bombs suck. I'm just gonna say it. Boogie bomb. I literally hope I never have to play with those again, ever again. That was horrible. But I mean, at the end of the day, I felt like we all like ran the gauntlet this season. You know what I mean? And for like it literally feels like we all experienced something. And like I said, I am forever grateful for this season because I grew a lot as a person, my channel, my skill level, everything. And I don't know if that would have happened if we had just had like a, kind of normal season, typical season like chapter 5 season 2 was. I mean, that season has its ups and downs too, but that at least still felt more quote unquote like Fortnite. So I think that's about it. Let me know if I missed anything. Was there anything crucial that I didn't talk about that maybe we could just bring up in the comments? What did you feel about this season? How did you feel about it? Did you like it? Did you kind of have a similar experience where maybe you liked it at first and then it just kind of grew old? Were you upset with the nerfing? Did you like reload? Let me know your thoughts. Did you like the weapons? Did you like the skins that were released? The new skins? Did you like some of the old rare stuff that came back? Let me know. Let me know in the comments, and please like and subscribe, and use my creator code QuantumCamper in the Fortnite item shop if you can, please. With that money, I buy V-Bucks to give back to you. All right, that's about it. Once again, let me know what you think, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.